What is up, guys? And today I want to share with you a couple of tricks and little tips on how to manipulate your tools for your benefit without having to wait and go to the store and buy something that you can basically use at your crib. So real fast, I'm gonna get into it. I got a couple of things laid out here, and I'm just gonna show you how they're used in very different ways that work for my benefit. So first up, we got this. It's a Q-tip. I find this. It's a cosmetic Q-tip. Found this at Walmart. I buy 2 packs every single time I go in there. It don't even matter if I need them or not. They're a lifesaver. I've grown very fond of them for the simple fact that they got a nice a tip here, a pointed tip, which very helps out when you want to get areas such as in corners like this, around Nike. So even in areas by where the fabric meets the leather, they're awesome for taking out paint. And also you can go ahead and it's got a pad on one side, and I kind of use both sides. You know, I use this throughout the shoe. So say if I'm doing like the Nike switch, well, I can basically deglaze a whole shoe with about maybe 2 or 3 of these. So and I don't have to worry about the lint coming off from the cotton balls as a lot of people use. I hate using cotton balls. I don't use them. I really stick to this, and if I got to use 5 or 6 of them, then I use 5 or 6 of them. But I basically use one, like say for this shoe for instance, I'll use one basically for every panel. So if I'm doing this panel, I'll go ahead and just hit them up. Like I said, I found it at Walmart. You can get them for $2 a pack. They come 52 a pack. They ain't nothing. This right here, I ain't gonna lie, stole it from my wife. It was a tweezers at one point. I opened it up. I gave it a bend, and if you look right here, I kind of bent it like with a needle nose pliers just to get a better, like, sharper tip. Because what I use this for is I lift up the edges of the leather just to get paint underneath, so that way, you know, you achieve a more factory finish. If you can get the further under the edge you can get, because throughout the people wearing it, like, if you painted this without getting the edge, and as soon as you bent it, you would see all right here, you would see what you didn't paint, and boom, there were no imposter. You try to always want to make your custom look like it's not a custom. Tweezers, yes, to the naked eye, they're just tweezers, but I use them for, I apply stencils with them. They're great for applying stencils. Also, I use them to take the hair out. Sometimes, you know, you got lit in the hair, whatnot. Pluck the hair out of there. Boom, you got it. Nice little thing that I just, my wife, she likes to make cake pops and things of that sort. So took one of her sticks. I got tired of holding the shoe on an angle. So what I do is I stick it through the shoe holes, and I can go ahead and angle the shoe without having to hold it. If I need a deeper angle, then I pull the stick out towards me. If I need the shoe up closer, then I'll go ahead and push the stick more through. But that's how I do to get the shoe on the angle. If I want to paint, if I don't want to hold, you know, it's all about hand fatigue. This right here, strange pickup. It is a yarn needle. Is used to make scarves or other projects out of thread of like of yard material, I guess you could say. But what I use is I gave it a bend on the front, and if I'm not feeling the my needle nose, I also use this. You know, I slide it. You know, the other one is more tedious for harder to lift areas, but this one, if I can just get it underneath, and I'll paint the edge, I'll slide it, paint the edge, slide it, and just keep on doing that, wiping off the tip. And also, it's great for if I want to separate this fabric away from the tongue. I just put it on an angle, and I just go ahead and hit it, lift it up, hit it, and so forth. Toothpick, very strange but very effective. Sometimes I leave it soaking in some deglazer. I'll just leave the tip, a couple of them, depends on what I'm doing on the shoe. And what I do is, for areas that I need paint removed, maybe somewhere up in here, I can take it and I can like take it up real quick, you know, in just very hard to reach area somewhere where I'm worried about, you know, the Q-tip is going to take off the paint off the other side. Also, it's great for, say, leathers such as this, the Force in here. I've dipped my paint in here and I've dabbed it, almost like how they do tattoos in the olden days. I just, you know, got the paint on there, and then as I got the paint, I worked it, and I just took it from there. Also, you can dip it and you can paint the late if you want to get real tedious, and you can paint these threads. Just dip and paint, and you ain't got to worry about, of course you got to like wipe it off, but yeah, those are just some of the tricks that I use, and I hope that you can, it opens up your mind to use what's around you to your benefit. This paintbrush, like, yeah, it's great for separating your tab when you want to paint. If you want to paint this tab a different color but don't want to paint this, or you want to paint this and not this tab, that's what you use it for. Also, you can also put it in front of your shoe and use it as a tongue divider. It really doesn't matter. It's totally up to you. It's how your mind works. It's how you want to stay creative and how you want to stay productive. I've cut my paint sticks in half, just so that way I can have a better control, because I feel like it's under my finger. So I'm basically like painting with my finger. It helps on hand fatigue. So on the other ends, I didn't throw them away. They're great. They're great for stirring paint. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a little container. You got some paint. You just want to mix up real quick. Boom, you got it. Wipe it off. No paint sticks to it. Then you put it in your thing, and you're good. So I hope this helps you. I hope you can use what I showed. Until then, stay customizing, people.